to see what's a right solution. If you are CEO, you could be CEO. You could be CEO by MasterCard, yeah. And how can you solve the problem, right? So this is a financial industry, yeah. So the MasterCard. So what? At least the three of us, you and me, have a MasterCard, yeah? So I want to get into your wallet, yeah? In order to actually survive, actually. So basically, MasterCard right now is a globally #2 market share holder. Okay? And they want to become #1. Okay? There's a clear message from this case. We want to beat Visa, right? Visa is #1. Yeah, they want to beat Visa. And there's a lot of new players. Yeah? There's new players. For example, in Asia, right? If you buy a vegetable, you can use a mobile phone make payment. Yeah? Can you? Yeah?
Union Pay.
What's that pay?
Union Pay.
Union Pay. Yeah, can be Union Pay, can be Alipay, can be WePay. Yeah, that's new players. Called micropayment. Right? Union, Ali, WePay, whatever. This country have a micropayment, yeah? Right? It's kind of a transaction. Financial transaction, right? In the financial industry. And also a lot of noise about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Yes. Yeah? You can pay, a lot of scandal, right? But that is a rising, right? You can buy things, buy house, even buy Tesla, use the, cryptocurrency, yeah? So this is related to virtual currency, yeah? Virtual money. So all this one is their threat, right? If you are CEO, right? How to solve the problem, right? In this country, this business, right? You have to, become, leader. Otherwise, very soon you will not. That's why you have Visa, not a MasterCard. Yeah, you want a leader. Yeah, you don't want that the company will be bankrupt tomorrow. Yeah, all your money gone. Yeah, and so this is a typical issue for them, right? And also issue they have too many innovation, right? Yeah, use ICT, which we are learning. Yeah, too many innovation, too many initiatives. Yeah, spread all the innovation money to small project. Yeah. For example, they have experiment a very long time called smart stickers. Anybody can tell me what's smart sticker about? Yeah, can you, anybody? You guys do?
Let me just try, Professor. I think the smart sticker was such an invention that it was just like the clothes pin where it's
something like RFID, right?
Yeah,
NFC.
RFID.
RFID is
yeah, like NFC, where you can put it at the back of
just
the phone.
just type,
or tap it like Master.
Have you very strong, right? There's a lot of payment, right? Visa, MasterCard, or WePay, UnionPay. Yeah, that is an example of the smart sticker. Yeah, when you pay, the scan it, go, done. Right? So this smart sticker, they have many years experiment. Right? Eventually, have they used this technology yet?
There's so many competition right now because there's MasterCard.
I'll ask you whether they have used this. They spend a lot of money, but I think they killed this program. Yeah. So they waste a lot of money. Yeah. On on the technology investment. Yeah. and not much focus. Yeah, so they're still struggling at the number 2, can be number 3 very soon. Yeah, so that's you guys need. That's why you pay $1 million for consulting. Yeah, how to get them to number 1. Yeah, to build a visa. Yeah, this is very typical, right? You want make big money to become CEO of a company. Yeah, you can do that. I see previously the CEO is Indian. Yeah, Indian CEO. Come from India, you have a lot of potential. Yeah, and so this next one can be you. So what do you think? What's common sense? How to be the traditional competitor visa? Yeah, and also be the newcomer, even Apple, right?
Yeah.
WeChat, and Alipay, yeah, all these new guys, yeah, and the cryptocurrency, right? How to build this with old enemy, the new enemy, yeah? How to beat them? So what kind of how to become number 1 to beat them? So what do you think, right? What? So how to transform? How to transform? Any idea, right? This can be you. Yeah, you could be interviewed for CEO for this company. Yeah. Of course, the team 6 for the strategy. Yeah, that's also right. Yeah. Don't spread too much innovation. That investment. First, a few key areas of innovation, digital transformation, right? And so typically, right, for number 2, number 3, right, you want to become number 1. What are you going to do? Yeah. So number 1, you're doing new market. Called emerging market. Yeah. For example, the high growth market, not North America, is already settled down. Yeah. I just think that you are changing. I expect the visa problem. What is the new market? So what is a high growing new market? Yeah. So everybody know what they call BRIC? What do you mean by BRIC? It's called typically new market. BRIC.
The fair new country.
Yeah. BRIC. Brazil, Russia, India, China.
Yes.
What's that? Okay.
New country.
Korea.
Korea.
Yes.
I think the key is BRIC. Okay. What? This is the new market. Yeah. I think, so this new market, the emerging market, have a big market group. Yeah. Right now, India, right?
Yeah.
Very soon exceed China. Growing. China now have a big trouble. Yeah. The Communist Party locked down people. Nobody produce. Yeah.
Professor,
Yeah.
and what does markets have in common is population?
They have a high growing area. Have a lot of young population, a lot of young consumer like you guys. Yeah. I care about who offer me good things. I will use it. Yeah. So the young people love that, right? You are called Generation Z. Yeah. So you have to try new things, right? So that's why the new market is very important. Yeah? Go to India. Yeah, and ask the farmer, get your car, you can make payment, buy vegetable. Or you have a rich child in Canada, you transfer money to your payment card, you can buy vegetable. Yeah? Yeah? So this is a very important idea. Yeah? Always got a new area. The older competitor, yeah, called Kanban, have not set that yet. Yeah, that's the way to beat it. Yeah. The second way, from our point of view, you have to use new ICT. Right? So you adapt aggressively for new ICT. Right? For example, this is a micropayment, right? Yeah? You can pay by vegetable, by fish, by small stuff, yeah? You don't need to go to the bank card. You don't need a credit card. It takes a long time to apply. Yeah, then you have account there, and they pay you a good interest for your money you transfer to your daily parent, yeah? So this way, right? So for example, like payment, yeah? Like this, the new technology, right? The blockchain.
Yes.
Yeah? Cryptocurrency. This new thing you need to do even further innovation, right? And of course you need a, digital twin, right? Metaverse. Yeah? So every car, you should have a digital version there to collect the data about your consumption. Yeah? And monitor your payment, make sure there's no fraud there, right? And also analyze your consumption behavior, and that data, and good for you, direct your recommendation. Yeah? You buy this, you may buy that, right? And e-commerce combination together, right? So you focus this kind of cutting edge new technology as well, right? In order to become number one. No? So that's my recommendation. New market, Philippines, China, Brazil, yeah? Yeah, you need to, focus on the new innovation, yeah? New areas, not North America, right? It's hard to get credit card, yeah? Long time, yeah? You have to pay high interest, yeah? So that's successful factor for two Chinese players, and Alipay and WePay, yeah? So basically, that makes the Chinese government very, very scary, right? So they take all the bank business to their, the mobile phone apps, yeah? And they also pay you a lot of interest, right? Yeah? So you don't need a bank anymore, right? So this way you can do in disruption. So what's the other way to become number one in the next 10 years in terms of the financial industry?
Professor?
Yeah?
I think from what you've said right now,
Africa, yeah?
I think Africa, but I think from what you said, being number one,
globally, talk about globally.
Globally, some of the challenge for MasterPay is, you mentioned Union Pay and Alipay.
Yeah.
China is a very big market, but when the government has entrenched a particular mode of payment, it's quite difficult sometimes, to make people adopt what they are not used to.
Right.
So I think that was
why do you go to Africa? Every farmer have a MasterCard, put apps, and buy fish, buy things there. Yeah, why not?
Visa is quite cheap from a practical point of view.
That's good, yeah.
Visa cards are very cheap back home in Africa compared to MasterCard. When a farmer goes to the bank, the bankers are, soliciting the customer to take more of Visa because Visa gives them some incentives for making sales on the Visa card, and those Visa cards are quite cheap.
Yeah, why not MasterCard?
MasterCard is
why
expensive.
MasterCard cannot be cheap?
If I take a MasterCard is in 1,000 or 2,000 naira or thereabout, but Visa card is less than that. So customers would naturally go for Visa.
Well, let's spend a lot of money on this. So many innovation, right? Why use the money offer free services? Hey, you have sign up for my MasterCard, you get a bonus with it. Yeah, even it's free. Come on, right? So what do you guys think, right? How to if you become CEO of the MasterCard, right? Yeah, that can be you. So what's your solution? Yeah, you have to be ambitious. Yeah, opportunity is there.
Sell it to Visa.
Sell it to Visa. Sell to Visa. Oh God! How can you make $1 million? Yeah, you cannot sell it because there's a regulation there. That's called monopoly. Yeah, the well, the big issue for the bank with a lot of tenants. Yeah, Look at that the bank branch. What's this branch here? Special bank. Have you been your branch recently? I've not been to my branch for 3 years. I don't need to go to any branch. They have a lot of Chinese, yeah? Even Canada open up the market, right? This bank, Canadian bank, have a big problem. Yeah, they spend a lot of money in this kind of thing, yeah? Yeah, on the fiscal asset, yeah? On this middle-level manager, blah, this kind of thing, yeah? So that's opportunity for the new players, and traditional credit card you can do in banking, on the digital concept, on the new IT area. Right? And for such of the emerging market, not much regulation there. Yeah, China market is very special. Yeah, depend on the government. Yeah, the government give you freedom, you get opportunity. You have no freedom, no opportunity. But for the new market, for Africa, for India, right? And they need people make good transaction, make financial transaction, good life, right? Easy to make payment, right? Yeah, easy borrow, easy lend. Yeah, so that's growing opportunity for new players. Say, if you play new players like MasterCard. Yeah, you can set up a new kind of banking. You don't need a branch. Yeah, you don't need to set up your everything by your ID. Yeah, you have money, you make payment. You have a good credit, you get a lend. Give you a loan, micro loan. Yeah? If you have money, you get a lot of return. Right? Yeah? That's probably the new kind of financial services. Yeah? Everything should be new. Yeah? Innovative services. So what do you think? Yeah? Any idea? 5 months. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah. So what was the idea? Yeah. Visa, MasterCard, right? Banking. Yeah. That's part of your life. Because no money, no talk. No funny. Yeah. So they manage your money. So how?
They can open the bonus online. Maybe they can, the student can take charges for maybe 6 months. And in between these 6 months, they have lots of customers. And these customers may use further. They may charge a little bit after 6 months, or maybe after 1 month, 1 year.
We will give you a loan.
Loyal customers.
Yeah. We give you a loan, what's the problem? But you need to get up with your transactions credit.
This is how they can attract the new, potential customer.
Yeah. If I'm guarantee from your brother, you get a loan immediately. Yeah. New way to do it. Like, if your parents stuck somewhere, no money, right? Oh, you can transfer online immediately by mobile phone. Yeah. So this way can expand market. Yeah. Globally, you guys have opportunity. I want you guys like you from India, from Philippines, from Africa to become CEO because I want the market share. Yeah. And the focus of technology on that, right? Yeah. The typical example in China, very successful. Yeah. This micro payment, unique pay, Alipay, make the traditional bank scary. Yeah. And they make a lot of money. They want to go to IPO. My English teacher, Jack Ma, right? Now he's expelled to probably Japan. Yeah. Kill him. I want to kill him. Right? And scary, yeah. This lesson to learn. They're very good. Yeah. They spread the traditional banking, right? Use this micro payment, yeah, for Alipay. If you go to some restaurant here, everywhere Alipay, you can pay by Chinese money, Indian money, Philippine money, like doing transaction. Yeah. They also lend you money. Yeah. You have more cash for there, it can be good interest. Yeah. Make traditional bank very scary. Yeah. So that's why the Chinese government stopped them IPO called Ant Finance. Yeah. Good. What other idea? Yeah. You want Marx you?
Okay.
My idea. Oh yeah, why not? You're CEO.
I think Metaverse is established by 1966.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of data, so they need to improve the edge cloud computing.
Yeah.
So that they can compete and gather those ideas, and then they can attract those customers.
Yeah. But you need a, data analysis, AI,
Yeah.
and digital twin, this metaverse things, yeah, on this one, yeah, and to manage, digital, yeah, and each of your account, your card, from digital version there, and they're always to analyze what be about the purchase, whether you want, more loan or not, right, and customer services, yeah, any fraud will be alert real time. Okay, so that's why we need digital transformation, yeah, digital twin, metaverse. Always, yeah, cutting edge to, use new technology to solve the old problem, yeah. Otherwise, you never become, number one, yeah. For example, in Africa, we are basically utilize the market power, right? They offer, better, cheaper price or better services, but you need to do much better new services in the new market.
Okay, another thing I wanted to add, Professor, is for MasterCard, another way is, you mentioned the data part, the big data.
Yeah.
It could be more on, they should focus more on the digital wallet.
Yeah.
Because, we have a lot of POS everywhere, and some merchants don't really have access to those POS for customers. So if MasterCard can leverage on mobile phones, a lot of banks have mobile phones, and then there's a way you can set up user-friendly interface where they can have a digital wallet on their phones. So
exactly,
when any customer comes to them and wants to make any transaction, you don't have to go to the bank to get the POS. You can do it with your phone. You have all your funds on your phone.
Yeah, it's digital wallet. Yeah. Like Apple Pay, yeah, or this Pay, yeah. Okay.
With our partners, building an adaptive ecosystem, where, as you mentioned, the currencies, everything can be transferred in between the countries.
Yeah.
So that's one solution.
Which they are doing, yeah. They are doing a lot of good partner. For example, Tesla, yeah. Can you accept, the digital currency? Yeah. That's called problem. Yeah, because Tesla lost a lot of money. Yeah. There's some risk, right? You have to do some experiment. Yeah, not like expensive Tesla, right? You pay by Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin going down, right? That's a Tesla stock, went down, $200 right now. Yeah. So of course, innovation always has some risk. Yeah. Doing some experiment on the small stuff. Yeah. And you can try that. Yeah. For example, game, metaverse payment, game payment. Yeah. By digital asset. Yeah. Can I join the virtual conference, the football? Yeah. I pay $10. Or can I pay by digital currency? Yeah. You can do that kind of experiment. Okay. So that's two cases regarding to this company, yeah. The third CEO can be you, yeah. Two CEO already, and so please read that two cases to see, yeah. Not a good idea. Digital transformation in the financial industry, okay. And think about solution for Team 6, and let's give a big hand for Team 6. Good work, and think about our discussion. Maybe do some innovative solution for them, yeah, and put in your final report, written report. And I'm going to collect your feedback to give them feedback. Please give the Team 6 feedback right now, yeah. Then we take break. Let's take 5 minutes break. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that one. Okay. So thank you. Then we have a lecture. Talk about your, the project. Talk about assignment. Talk about your final presentation.